guys, it's your girl T, and I want to go ahead and shout out William Bone. He sent me this crazy story coming out of Charleston, South Carolina. And I love Charleston, but I'm not shocked to hear this story. So what happened is that there's a man named Michael Brown. Him and 25 of his family members and friends decided to go to Wild Wings to go celebrate their last day, I guess, at Charleston or at the beach. And when they got there, basically they were told to wait. They ended up waiting over 2 hours and then were basically told to leave because they were black. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a news comments and then I will come back with the rest of my comments.
New at 11, after not getting what he wanted from management, a Charleston man took his complaints of racial unfairness to social media.
The company took notice and responded using Facebook to try to resolve it.
Tonight, our Sujatha Jain talked with both the group who took their complaints to Facebook and the restaurant and tells us what both sides have to say.
We should be upset.
Michael Brown says he was celebrating his cousin's last day in Charleston last month at Wild Wing Cafe in North Charleston. He says after his party of 25 waited 2 hours for a table, the shift manager told them there was a situation.
She said, well, there's a situation where one of our customers feels threatened by your party, so she asked us not to sit you in our section, which totally alarmed all of us because we're sitting there peaceably for 2 hours. Obviously, if we were causing any conflict, we would have been ejected out of the place hours before.
Brown says while he was talking to the shift manager, someone in his group began videotaping the conversation. Brown says that's when the manager became upset and refused to seat them.
So I asked, I said, I want to be clear with you. I said, so you're telling me I have to leave? She said, I have a right to deny you service. I said, so you're asking me to leave because you're upset because he was recording you after we waited for 2 hours and after you've already pretty much discriminated on us? And she answered yes.
Brown says several calls were made to the corporate office in Mount Pleasant, but he says they did not receive a call back, so he took to Facebook with this post today. It read, I will never go to Wild Wings Cafe in North Charleston again. We waited 2 hours patiently and were refused service because another customer felt threatened by us. The manager looked me dead in the face and said she was refusing us service because she had a right to. That caught the restaurant's attention.
We got alerted through social media, so we always encourage our customers to respond to us or to comment on our social media pages.
Representatives for Wild Wing Cafe say they immediately responded and spoke to Brown.
We had a conversation. It was a really good conversation. He and many of his family and friends were there about a month ago, and they're regular customers of ours. And so they were having a going away party, and they just didn't receive the experience that they have come to know and love about Wild Wing Cafe.
Brown says an apology was offered and a free meal for the entire group, but he says he's not completely satisfied.
We weren't coming there for a free meal. When we came there that night, we were coming to patronize their business. This is not a situation where, you know, you could just give us a free meal and everything's okay, because it's deeper than that.
Brown says between the business's Facebook page and his own page, the post has been shared 900 times so far. He says what bothers him most is that nothing was done by the restaurant until the post started circulating today. Back to you.
Okay, so you guys just watched the news clip, and I'm not really shocked about the situation. Charleston and the Carolinas does have a racial undertone. You know, I've experienced it when I lived down there, but I still love the South and I still love the Carolinas. The restaurant was all the way at fault. But I also think that Michael and his party, when you have a huge party like that, they should have called ahead for reservations. Because now the restaurant can just come back and say, well, it was so many people, we had to wait, there's no way that we could sit everybody together. You know, there's a lot of comments online, and people are saying that that's why the restaurant, you know, basically had them waiting 2 hours. Because they didn't call ahead and they were trying to find a place to put all these people. I think they should have called ahead with a reservation. But with that being said, I also feel like this. If a customer was uncomfortable with there being a large group of black people there, then what the restaurant should have done is told the customer, well, if you're uncomfortable, then you need to leave. You know, and I understand people feeling a certain way when they see a large group of black folks coming into restaurants. Let's be real, people. Folks been showing out lately at these restaurants. Not too long ago, we talked about it on Facebook when those girls were fighting in New Jersey. They started a huge brawl at the restaurant. A man picked up a table and knocked out one of the girls. Let's be real. Look at the footage that's rolling behind me. There's been so many incidents of black people, particularly black women, going into restaurants, showing out, fighting, ruining the restaurant experience for a lot of people. And I'm thinking because these videos keep being recorded by stupid ass dudes who think that this shit is cute and then they're sending it to World Star Hip Hop, other people are seeing this. And when they see large groups of black people, they're feeling some type of way. Is it right? No, it's not. It's bullshit because when I go to a restaurant, I act accordingly. So not all black people are going to restaurants and behaving like fucking animals like some of these people are behaving on World Star Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? But I can understand why some white folks get nervous when they see a big group of black people coming into a restaurant because they don't know if there's going to be a brawl that's going to ensue, if they're going to get hurt, they're going to get hit with a chair. It's just too much mess going on. I feel like a lot of people just don't have respect for other people anymore. But with that being said, for this woman to assume that because it was a large group of black people coming to a restaurant that she felt uncomfortable and that she had enough pull to basically have the restaurant people put them out, I think that's bullshit. If you're that uncomfortable with the situation, then you have the right to leave. If I'm uncomfortable with a group of people, I take myself out the situation. I would never go to a restaurant and ask them to remove 25 people. Who am I as opposed to these 25 people? Why should they leave as opposed to me and I'm one person? You know, you have to be able to look out for yourself. It's not nobody else's job to look out for you. And I honestly feel like they made these people wait as long as they did because they were hoping these people would leave. I'm sorry, I'm not going to wait anywhere for 2 hours. For 2 hours, they could have had a barbecue, got drunk, and had a good damn time in the backyard. So I think after they were waiting 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I'd have been ready to leave at that point in time. I feel like they made them wait there for 2 hours because they were hoping that this group would leave. And when the group didn't leave, now they had to come up and tell them why they were still being told to wait. You know, I just think the whole situation is very unfortunate. Like he said, it's not about a free meal. It's the principle. You know, why are we being escorted out because a few people, because one person feels some type of way? So yes, there's a lot of blame to go around. And then on top of all these damn restaurant fight videos being put online, folks need to take some responsibility for that as well. Stop putting out bad images of black folks. Stop putting out stupid ass fight videos. Stop posting everything that you see in your hood on World Star Hip Hop. Because what's happening is that people are looking at all of us as some type of collective. When they see one black person, they assume that we all behave this way. And that's what these videos are doing. These videos are not helping our cause. Yeah, some of them are funny and he. They're doing more harm and damage to the black community than anything. So anyways, go ahead, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the entire situation. How do you feel about the restaurant asking them to leave? What do you guys think should be done at this point in time, being that they already issued an apology and they're willing to give everybody a free meal? So let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces.